This is one fat boy near my NBA game predictions for March 15th. Tonight there is 4 games. I'll be going over the spreads and over-unders for each of them. For Memphis at Indiana, I'm going with Memphis plus minus 7.5, as they should win the game, no problem. They are playing Indiana, even though they're playing at Indiana. I think Memphis, overall, better team. They have a lot more effort to get the ball, and they have better scoring players. More players that can score one-on-one and play better branded team basketball than the Pacers. It just should go over 227.5, as Memphis has been scoring a lot. They've also been giving up a lot of points too, and generally all their games have been higher scoring. I think when the over-under comes out, it's probably like an over 236 type of game, but I think betting 227.5 is something that should hit, as Memphis can put up a lot of points, and even if Indiana does lack in the scoring, I wouldn't be surprised if Memphis can put up 130, as they've just been pumping up those numbers. For Brooklyn at the Magic, going for Orlando plus 9.5. So how the Magic have been playing at home, they've been keeping all their games close or even outright winning. So hence I'll be going for Orlando plus 9.5. Even with Brooklyn having Durant and Irving, they somehow keep their games fairly close. And unless that team is a quality team like a Bucks, but when they're playing against lower competition, they tend to keep the games somewhat close. They still win, but the games end up closer than they should. So hence why I'm taking 9.5 plus 9.5. I'll be going under 231.5, as if the Magic aren't going to stay within the 9.5, it's either going to score a lot of points, or they're just going to have to hold Brooklyn down a little bit, which the way that Brooklyn have been kind of playing, it'll probably be between 115 and 120 they'll score. So the Magic just have to be in that 110 range to 105, and then that'll probably just add up to 228. So hence we're going with an under 231, because I think there'll be some semblance of defense by the Magic, and then some semblance of defense by the Brooklyn. Because if the game's close, Brooklyn can clamp down and just win the game through their defense. They don't have to rely super heavily on their offense, even though they can. But I think there'll be some semblance of defense by both teams. For Detroit at Miami, I'm going with Detroit plus 13. I don't see Miami as a team that can cover a 13-point spread, so hence I'll be leaning towards Detroit plus 13. And Detroit has been playing better overall, keeping games close and within 13 points. And Miami, just how they've been playing, a lot of their games have been closer. Their defense is still good, still better than most of the league. But I think just how they've been playing, giving up a few more points here and there, Detroit's been scoring better. So that's why I'm going over 216.5 there, as if Detroit is going to stay within 13.5, plus 13, they're going to have to score a few more points. So hence I'll be leaning towards over 216. For the Suns at the Pelicans, going with Phoenix minus 5.5. So with Ingram and McCollum being out for the Pelicans, I don't know why this game is so close, as with a 5.5 spread, as the Suns have Booker and most of their team. They've been playing well without Chris Paul, so I think the Suns should be able to win by 10. That shouldn't be a problem. And so 5.5 is more than reasonable. We'll be going under 225, as the Suns, they've been scoring a lot, but I think their defense is going to really affect the Pelicans, as the wing defense and the interior defense by the Suns, it's just hard to score on the Suns. So hence why I'm leaning towards under 225, but the Suns just play that fast pace where they just score 130 on their own. And you can kind of see that happening, but I think the Pelicans, they do play some defense, so I think the Suns should be able, they'll probably score around 115 to 120, and I think the Pelicans will probably score between 100 and 108, so probably add up to just around 225, but I'll just be going under 225. Thank you for watching. As always, bet responsibly, have fun betting, and of course have fun watching sports, and thank you for watching.